All right, year 10, we're back. We're looking at more equations in our linear relationship topic. Today, our equations have pronumerals on both sides of the equations. So we've got to work out how do we solve equations when they're like that. Now, it's just one extra step that we have to do. So it's not too much more difficult once we know how to do that extra step well. All we have to do first is get everything or all the pronumerals on the same side first, and then we can go about finding it on its own. Okay, we can also at the same time get everything else to the other side. So you're going to end up with one side of the equation with just that pronumeral, and then the other side of the equation with everything else. That's how we're going to go about solving these. So let's look at this first example here. We've got 5x plus 2 on one side equals 3x minus 5 on the other side. Remember, whenever you move something across an equal sign, it becomes its opposite operation. So if you have positive 3x and you move it across, it's going to become negative 3x on the other side. So the first thing I'm going to do is move. I'm going to leave that 5x on that side of the equation, but I'm going to move the 3x across. I'm also going to move the plus 2 across to the other side. So the 3x from the right side becomes a minus 3x on the left side equals the plus 2 on the left side becomes a minus 2 on the right side, and then that minus 5 stays where it is. We can now simplify both sides before we continue. So 5x minus 3x, collect like terms, we're left with 2x, minus 2 minus 7 gives us, minus 5 gives us minus 7 here. Now the last thing we have to do to get x on its own is we need to do the opposite of times by 2, which is divide by 2. So move the times by 2 across to make it divide by 2 as such. Okay, so that's question A. Question B, we've got 15 minus 2x equals 11 plus x. I'm going to move all the x's to the left, everything else to the right, just like we did with that first question. So the plus 15 here is going to become a minus 15 on the other side. The plus x here is going to become a minus x on the left side. So we're going to get minus 2x minus x. So that minus 2x stayed the same. We've just moved the plus x over to make it minus x. Okay, and then the 11 stays where it is, and the plus 15 becomes a minus 15 on the other side. So we've just rearranged it. So we've got x's on one side, other things on the other side, making sure that whenever something moves across, we change the sign. If it was negative, it becomes positive. If it's positive, it becomes negative. So simplify both sides again. Minus 2x minus x becomes minus 3x equals 11 minus 15 becomes minus 4. Now the last thing we have to do, if we want to get x on its own, we don't want to move minus 3x all across. We just want to move the number out in front across, leaving the x where it is. So the minus 3 is timesing the x. So we're going to divide both sides by minus 3. So it becomes x equals minus 4 divided by minus 3. Okay, and now we can simplify that because a minus divided by a minus just becomes positive. So we're left with just x equals 4 on 3. And we've got x on its own, so we've solved the equation. Let's just look at a couple more examples of these. So in this first and these two examples, we have brackets. Now what I'm going to do, generally when we have an equation that looks ugly, is we just want to get rid of the things that we don't like. If we've got brackets making it more complicated, first thing we're going to do is expand the brackets to get rid of them. So all I'm going to do here, I'm not going to rearrange anything. I'm just going to get rid of the brackets by expanding first. So if we have a 5 out the front, we've got to times both the x and the 1 by 5. So it becomes 5x plus 5. And then we need to multiply both the x and the minus 2 by minus 2. So it's going to become minus 2x. And then don't forget this key bit here. Minus 2 times minus 2 is plus 4. So don't forget that plus here. That's a really important plus here. minus times a minus is a positive. So, and then we leave the 7 as it is on the other side. Now we're going to collect like terms before we rearrange as well. So 5x minus 2x becomes 3x, plus 5 plus 4 becomes plus 9. And then now we're going to rearrange it like we did before. So reverse BIDMAS order, get rid of the plus first. I'm going to leave it as 3x equals 7 minus 9. Okay, so 3x equals minus 2. And then the opposite of timesing by 3 is dividing by 3. So it's going to become x equals minus 2 divided by 3, or minus 2/3. And we've finished our equation. So it's just like another equation down here. We just have to do this extra step of expanding at the start. So often difficult questions in maths are just simple questions with an extra thing to do. Once you do that thing, it's just like it was before. Okay, and question, so that's A, not a 9. And question B, get rid of the brackets first. So 3, we're going to expand the first one, so it becomes 3x plus 3, okay, equals, and then leave the 5x there, and then expand. 3 times 2x is 6x, 3 times minus 1 is minus 3. Collect the like terms on the left, leaving, on the right, leaving the left as it is, it becomes 11x minus 3. And now we're going to rearrange. Now look, if you like having x's on the left side, let's just do it that way. Okay, you can move it any side, but often people prefer to just keep things on the left. So we're going to move the the 11x across to become minus 11. And we're going to move the plus 3 across to the other side to become minus 3. So we get 3x minus 11x equals minus 3 minus 3. We've made that plus 3 and minus 3 as well. Simplify both sides, we get minus 8x equals minus 6. And then we need to divide by minus 8. Remember, there's a hidden multiply sign here. So we divide by minus 8. X equals minus 6 on minus 8. We can simplify that. X equals positive 3 on positive 4. And we have our answer here. Okay, so good luck with these ones. Remember, just break it down step by step, and then you'll get there. It looks like a lot of work, but you've only got to do one step at a time. And if you do one step after one step, eventually you'll get to the end. All right, good luck with those questions. Let me know if you have any issues. I'll see you in the next video.